Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into the real estate market in Thailand,
Phuket.
Phuket, yeah.
Okay.
And we've got this really interesting article from Ocean Worldwide, a luxury real estate agency.
Okay.
They've been operating in Phuket since 2004, so they've got like deep roots there.
Wow.
Yeah, so we want to unpack like what's going on there and what are the key developments and, what this could all mean.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that jumps out is this regulatory crackdown they're talking about in Phuket,
Yeah.
targeting foreign investment and specifically Russian nationals.
Mm.
They're calling it Operation Nominee.
Mm.
And it sounds like they're trying to deal with illegal business practices and enforce Thai ownership laws.
Operation nominee, that sounds pretty serious.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, over 200 arrests, almost 100 foreign nationals, most of them Russian, and then a good number of ties, too.
Right, and the charges seem to center around operating businesses without permits and using Thai nominees to kind of get around those restrictions on foreign land ownership. The Thailand's Foreign Business Act has these rules in place to control foreign involvement in businesses.
Right, right.
And it's interesting, too, when you look at the amount of assets they've seized. I mean, it's over 1.5 billion bank accounts, land titles, even condo units. It's a lot.
It is a lot.
It makes you wonder what's driving such a big response.
Right.
Clearly, there's been this huge influx of foreign capital going into Phuket's real estate, and this might be a way to sort of manage that.
And speaking of that influx, the article highlights this massive jump in land prices in Phuket just this year, like 40%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's huge compared to the national average, and they tie this directly to foreign buyers, with Russians being the main investors right now in Phuket property. And it's really interesting to consider this from Ocean Worldwide's perspective, because they've been based in Phuket since 2004 and specialize in luxury residential properties in Phuket and Koh Samui.
Right, they're right in the thick of it.
Exactly. And their director, Sandra O'Neill, she has years of experience navigating this market.
It's like watching a case study unfold right in front of them.
Yeah, and I think what's fascinating here is how this foreign investment is impacting property values in this specific area.
Absolutely.
It creates these winners and losers within the local economy and even within society as a whole.
Right, and the article even mentions some local concerns about job competition and locals being priced out of their own communities because of these rising property values.
Yeah, there's that quote that really struck me, like a local business owner saying, "It's as if they own the country."
Wow, that's powerful.
It is. It really conveys how strongly people feel about this.
It definitely raises the question of how a region balances the benefits of foreign investment with the need to protect its local population.
Exactly.
And it seems like Phuket's authorities are trying to strike that balance with this operation.
And I think Ocean Worldwide's perspective here is especially valuable because they're so embedded in the Phuket real estate scene.
Right.
They're focusing on that luxury residential market where a lot of this foreign investment is concentrated.
Yeah, so they're not just reporting on this, they're actually operating within it.
Exactly, and their insights are informed by years of experience working with families and investors in Phuket and Koh Samui.
Yeah, they're seeing this firsthand.
So what we're seeing in Phuket is this really complex situation where legal enforcement is intersecting with these big economic shifts and these very real concerns from the local community.
It's a lot to unpack.
It is, and this crackdown really forces us to think about the future of foreign investment in Phuket and how the authorities there are going to balance attracting international capital while still protecting local interests.
It's a tricky situation for sure.
It is, and when you factor in that dramatic increase in property values, especially in that high-end residential market that Ocean Worldwide specializes in, it really underscores the level of demand and how rapidly things are evolving.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder how actions like Operation Nominee will ultimately reshape Phuket's appeal and accessibility for international buyers and investors in the long run.
That's the big question.
It's definitely something to think about.
That's